Hello dear Geminis, welcome to your April reading 2025. Always feel free to check your sun, moon and ascendant. Also feel free to check where your personal planets are located. You will always find a link in the info box below where you can calculate your birth chart. And then you can always watch the corresponding videos. Exactly. What's happening astrologically? In April I always make astrological forecasts for the respective month. We also now have Neptune, which has moved into Aries, and I have made a separate video about that. At the end of the video, I will link the playlist of my astrological forecasts in this corner. There you will also find, as mentioned, the astrological forecast for April. There I mentioned all the transits and aspects we have in April, and yes, when the new moon is, the full moon, and how many portal days. Feel free to check it out, it's always very insightful. Exactly. Always remember that the roles in a reading can be reversed. Time is always relative, time flows. And these are always collective readings. General readings, of course, may not fully align with you and this reading here. Yes, and all important information, all important links, and also the cards I use can always be found below in the info box. And everything I currently offer, you can find it on my website. Let's see, what wants to come to you in April? The Chariot. Things are moving forward for you. Under the deck we have the Three of Wands. Something is shaking. The Seven of Cups wants to show itself, okay? And the Three of Wands, the Chariot, this tells me here that you will decide on something different. You will move in another direction. The focus is also here on acting or coming into action, getting into motion, and to take a completely different path. The whole thing is also guided. It could, of course, be the Seven, which is the leap. The Seven of Cups just showed itself. Maybe you're not sure yet. Or there are several possibilities that you might be considering. Ultimately, however, you will make a decision. Out of lack, you don't want to suffer any longer. You don't want to be in this Five of Pentacles energy. You want to move on. You want to pursue your goals. And the King of Swords also makes clear decisions. And I see you making clear decisions here in April as well. As I said, you want to move forward. We also have the Three of Swords here. That tells me as well. So the negative energies, as I said, the lack, where you suffer, maybe also where you... Yes, man, ultimately, maybe financially independent, not yet independent. Where you want to be independent, it could be the job. As I said, it could be your private life, a relationship, whatever it is in your life area, or for whichever life area you are looking here. But you will make a decision. Make a decision and move on. Four of Pentacles. Oh, Emperor and Empress, one after the other. That is also very, very rare. The Tower, and then again the Four of Swords, also a sequence of fours. So we have here anyway the sequence of fours, 4, 4. So Four of Pentacles, the Emperor is also card number 4. I have this feeling here with the Four of Pentacles. I have the feeling you are packing your things. That's the feeling I have right now. So I really have this scenario here, as I see it, that you are now taking the initiative. You recognize your value here, your self-worth as well, where you currently stand or where you want to stand. And I see that walls are being torn down here. I have the feeling you are packing your bags here. That's the feeling I have here. I see you withdrawing, going out. That's the feeling I have here. Packing the bags. Maybe you are actually moving out somewhere. By the way, the car also stands for a move or a journey. Yes, someone doesn't like that. Or maybe several people don't like it. Five of Wands, that's always confrontation, disputes. I think some people won't like it that you now want to leave, want to move on. This can lead to disputes. It can actually also lead to physical confrontations. In April, we actually have a few days that bring challenging energies with them. As I said, feel free to check out the astrological forecast. I mentioned all the important days there. And yes, as I said, I actually see disputes. Maybe someone is blocking your path. They don't want to let you go. Yes, I have separated the cards once, and there's the Tower again. You don't want this anymore. They want to make you an offer. They want to meet on equal terms. Why not before? Why always later? I see. But it's always just when you come into such an energy and want to make decisions, or will make them, or are making them, the situation always turns around. Then it's always like a turnaround. Then people can suddenly change, the situation changes. Then you're in doubt again. Is this the right thing or not? I'm telling you, it's the right thing if you go here. I see a renewal for you here, and that's just... I have the feeling that it's just... Not as a pretext, it's more like... How do you say that? Not long term. I have this feeling here. It's like an energy for me, like a saying. Yes, something like a pretext. Yes. So, yet I have a feeling like a pretext. Like, one shows their best side. You are standing with the Two of Wands, and he is thinking about whether this is the right decision or not. Where is my place, actually? We had, right at the beginning, we had the Three of Wands, where I said, you will definitely make a decision this month, and it's about your stability. It's about your life, what makes you happy. There we have the Six of Swords and also the 10 of Swords. And yes, there are also the Seven of Cups. That's like the theme, incapacitated. You might not yet know in which direction it should go, or whether you should decide at all. That also fits with the last card, the Two of Wands. That's again this question of meaning. As I said, do what makes you feel truly secure. Do what makes you happy. And ultimately, it's your life. You naturally have to see where you want to go. What do you want? With whom above all do you want it? Or do you want it alone? I have separated the cards once. There we have the World. That tells me again, a conclusion is being found here. A chapter is being closed here. You actually want to move on. Don't let yourself be held back. Okay? I'll leave it at that for now. I will now lay another row of cards for you in the continuation. Then we'll see what else is coming your way. I will draw a power animal for you. Which power animal will accompany you in April? Then we will also draw a soul message for you. We will draw an angel message. This can be an answer to your question, or also advice for you. And afterwards, we will also draw love messages for you. You have the choice to always view the continuation between two different links. At least on the German channel, on the other channels, there is currently only one link. The first link is always the link that leads you to my website. There you can always view the continuation individually. Very important, you will also always receive 2 emails. The first email is the confirmation email, where you also have your invoice. And then you will receive a second email where you have a button that directs you to the continuation. Be sure to also check the spam folder. The email can indeed end up in the spam folder. And then you also have the option to watch the continuation through the channel membership here on YouTube. That is the second link. It then leads you to the continuation of the channel membership. However, you can only watch the video if you are a channel member. There you will find a third link. That is directly the third link. It then leads you to the area of my channel membership. There you can sign up for a channel membership. This is available from the 2nd level. From the Soul Community Bronze Port level, you have full access to all continuations. I have renewed and changed the Canada membership. As mentioned, you have access to all monthly content, to all continuations of the monthly readings. From the 2nd level, you can always find the links below in the info box and also in the top comment. I look forward to welcoming you there soon. And to everyone else, I wish a wonderful April. All the best, and until next time. Until the next reading. Ciao, ciao.